What up, juggalos and metalheads all around? This is your boy, Ninja Joe. Just want to give you a re-upload to an album that I have previously done before. But this time, however, I want to do a different version to it. And it's none other than Mortiis, The Smell of Rain. Yes, that's right. So this is the one album that E-Rake Records have been pulling out of Spotify and YouTube and probably countless others, which I don't know why. I mean, I read some interviews that Mortiis has posted that I don't know if it's just because he is not on the label or whatnot, but that's as far as I remember. But let's just talk about this album. This was released back in 2001. So, and it has all the songs, which has Parasite Gods, Mental Monstrum, if I'm trying to pronounce that correctly, Spirit in a Vacuum, Monolith, You Put a Hex on Me, Everyone Leaves, Marshland, and Anti-Mental, and the very last track, which is The Smell of The Smell of Witch. So, I'll just make this short and simple. Like I said, if you haven't heard of this album, I don't know if maybe you can find it. It's probably out of print by now, but I mean, at least I have a physical copy of it from when it was released. So like I said, check out this interview that Mortiis had, that he has done before. So you might want to get a look at it because it's pretty good. And I will see you all back in just a bit.
Hi, this is Mortiis, and I'm watching Reality Check.
Got you incognito right now, I see.
Well, this is me, really. I mean, you know, without the fucking mask and the fucking ears and shit, so... You know, I mean, it's not surgically attached, as some people apparently think.
Yeah, that was an urban legend I heard yesterday, that you had your ears surgically done to look like that.
Yeah, it's old. It's years old. I mean, I've had, you know, people of all ages believing it, which I just find it unbelievable every time that people would even think that I would do that. You know? Well, when I started out, I mean, I had this whole thing where everything was based upon this weird fucking parallel universe. It was really all fantasy inspired. And I mean, these days, it's in the last few years, it's kind of morphed into more of a personal thing, you know, where I try to deal with things that are, you know, actually real to me. And now, as far as I'm concerned, right now, it's a rock band, industrial rock band with you know, me doing all the music. I got these guys playing with me, working with me and shit. So I mean, a lot of people want it to be this really mysterious cult type of thing. And maybe to them it is, but to me, it's just music now. I have a background in black metal, you know, quite a long time ago, and that's cool with me, man. I mean, you know, I don't think I don't think it's correct to put a stamp, that says black metal on a Mortiis album.
I know, because I find your albums in the black metal section of the music stores out here. But I mean, I've heard your music, and there's such a big industrial music scene right now. I definitely think you deserve more exposure with that crowd, because I think they would really dig you.
And we're slowly getting it. It's going in the right direction.
There's a lot of theatrical elements in your show.
We used to have a lot of theatrics, like blood and fucking bondage crosses and breathing fire. I don't think that's even legal anymore. Most venues after that fucking thing with that band.
Great White.
Great White, yeah. Damn, that was fucking something. So that really ain't happening anymore. But what I would like to do now is I would actually really like to start expanding a little bit on the theatrics again. That would be kind of cool to go back to, because I think we managed to convince people that we do great music, and now that we've done that, we can sort of go back into sort of Alice Cooper land, which would be kind of fun.
Are there fans who show up dressed as Mortiis?
Not very often, because it's not that easy to dress up like Mortiis. I mean, you get the occasional, cheap fucking, I guess, joke store ear and nose, and it looks retarded. But I mean, I guess they mean well. So I mean, I've had a couple of homemade masks in the front row, and it looks fucking weird. But it's a compliment, I suppose. You worship a god that does everything in its power to suppress humanity, while people who try to think freely and then treat people the way they deserve, or treat themselves the way they deserve, are basically crucified and not really treated with the same respect that they deserve in society.
I'm drinking blood for devil's cup. Now what? You tell me I can even get for free. Hey girl, I'm happy to go. Get no money, so let's go slow. My wounds living hell, living young, motel, get dead. Desperate. Desperate.
That's like a metamorphosis stage that I've been going through. I mean, even in the sleeves on the new album, the mask is sort of fading away, and you can see it's stitched on. That's just kind of my way of expanding our possibilities. And as far as, I don't really want to be stuck with one look for the rest of my life, or the rest of Mortiis' life as a musical thing. But on the other hand, I felt really uncomfortable about just ripping it off cold turkey on a like Kiss did, which I thought was probably not the most successful thing. I don't know, but just as a fan back in those days, I thought that was fucking lame, So I just wanted to do it really artistically. I mean, I've done the mask for way over 10 years.
Right.
I started it before most people, and just always did it in the shadows of other bands. But there comes a time, when you just want to change a little bit, and I'm doing that. I'm trying to do it in like an artistically kind of cool way. The new song is not actually on an album. It's one of those things we're trying it out live and getting a feel for it, making demos and stuff like that. It's going to be the next album. It's called Zeitgeist, which is German. It kind of means spirit of the time. Yeah. And that title really represents what we're like right now. That song is a little bit more, I guess it's like rom-som-ish, like Hellbilly Deluxe era, really sort of chugging along and shit like that. And, with some primitive fucking keyboards. I love that song. I think it's really cool. It's a hard fuck to sing live.
Yes. I want you to descend, I want you to fall down, I want to be the end of everything you've ever done. The cities that I built, the forests that I grew, got stained by your filth, and now they smell like you.
on the DVD, and what can we see?
That's like one of our headliner shows from it's like, I don't know, like a year ago or something. Big stage, you know, cool light show, and you know, when we really get everything we want. It's filmed with like 7 cameras. It's got a lot of videos on, like 4 or 5 videos.
Yeah, has the music videos too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
It's got all of them. There's some interview stuff. There's like photo galleries. All that stuff that you get on DVDs these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish the packaging was cooler. I asked for you know, the really cool like gatefold Digipack stuff, but they didn't want to put the money into it. I was kind of pissed off, but it still looks good. I like the menus and everything. Really fucking blew my mind. I thought they were really cool.
Right on.
Very happy with some of that stuff. I'm really fucking happy with.
I want you to listen, I want you to fall down, I want to be the end of everything you've ever done. The cities that I built, the forest that I grew, got stained by filth and now they smell like you.
Check out Mortiis.com. And thank you very much, Mortiis, for this great interview.
No problem.
Yeah.